defensive end spot. He's been much more disruptive in fall camp, playing inside. Grant Hedrick, the quarterback for Boise State, and Ajayi likes to bounce it to the outside, and it's successful. Ajayi's first carry will go for a first down. He's chased down by Nkemdiche. He did lose 4 fumbles. Play action fake takes Nkemdiche right out of it. Hedrick can run. He's got good speed, and he'll get it across. Positive first down play. Pick up a 4. First pass of the night from Hedrick. Shane Williams-Rhodes. A short pickup
on the edge.
On third down, Hedrick's pass is complete. There's also the memorabilia you would expect, and it will be a different experience every time you walk in. Highly recommend the trip. Grant Hedrick with some nifty footwork for Boise State and gets him out of a little bit of a hole.
No huddle right now, too, but they came out in 2 tight ends the first couple possessions. Now no tight ends. Zone read. Got to keep guessing. They've done a good job so far.
Hedrick picked up 5. First shot down the field for either team, and Hedrick is right on target.
And what they're trying to get done here.
Hedrick hit as he throws, and he's very fortunate.
Put him inside of the 3 technique, and you watch him get off the ball quick, get skinny as he can, get to Hedrick right away. You want to slow Hedrick down a little bit, hit him a few more times with that big sucker.
Yeah, I mean, that tackle has got to do a better job. Baggett's got to do a better job getting to the quarterback.
Now 2nd and 10. Hedrick not rattled by
rushers on the end for Ole Miss. Johnson and Haynes.
There's a flag on the field. Williams-Rhodes makes the catch. Night.
Sure.
Anxiety. Big stage. Ajayi trying to bounce it outside again, and he'll lose a couple. Ole Miss having none. Brian Harsin and Mike Sanford said yesterday they knew they couldn't do it consistently. They had to keep Ole Miss honest and be in the middle some. And there is 2 guys on Nkemdiche. Hedrick, Ajayi gets absolutely. Hedrick, Ajayi has some running room. Ajayi into Ole Miss territory, inside the 30. And Ajayi with all the tools to be a premier back in college football, and Boise State's had some good ones. Hedrick, Williams-Rhodes. And Ole Miss has done a good. Boise State is looking at 1st and goal and trying to take the lead. Ajayi into the middle, and not much football's on the ground. Ole Miss says they've got the ball.
We're seeing that again right now.
Ajayi in motion. Hedrick's going to keep it. Grant Hedrick, the quarterback, is stood up.
And 2 hands around the ball.
Hedrick, play fake, getting rushed, still on his feet, throwing to the end zone, and intercepted in the end zone. Sinclair
zone, and let's get our team on the scoreboard first in a game nobody expects us to win. Great pressure again, throw that thing away, and let's try to get
down call and the penalty, and they're getting up against the play clock as Boise State. They get it off, and Ajayi gets across the 30. Quick pass to Ajayi, the catch. Hedrick's going to run it himself. Looked as if he Ole Miss short yardage quarterback, the tight end, who goes about 3 bills. On 1st down, throwing pass to Matt Miller. He can throw it. He's the other guy. Trick play out there. Boise State had a man running open, and it's an
opportunity right there.
Another tip ball, and it's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Johnson.
About getting skinny. Watch Nkemdiche turn sideways and just instinctively reach his left hand up and get a piece of the football.
That bounce off Reese Adiambo, too, I think.
Yeah, and look at Nkemdiche. Great job. We talked about this Ole Miss team. If they're going to take that next step up front.
His eyes. He locks in on the target. He doesn't see backside defenders, and he turns the ball over.
Ajayi looking for the edge. Nice spin move to stay up and still on his feet. Terrific.
Free throw, but you got to use your eyes, and that's what got him in trouble here tonight.
Ajayi's carried it to averaging a little over 4 yards per carry. He'll have it back. And Todd, what you're talking about, keeping
the need to touch the football.
2nd and 6. Hedrick to Miller, and it's a first.
The ball successfully, so watch what it does to the linebackers. They suck up to play the run, even though Nkemdiche gets there. How about the throw?
Wrecking the offense, we'll see. Ajayi finds a seam, and Ajayi try to watch those interior fellas. This for you. Ajayi hoping to run behind those big fellas, and he does. He takes a big hit, but he twists inside the 10-yard.
Great job mixing it up.
Shovel pass to Williams-Rhodes. He's inside the 5, looking for the end zone. Did he get the pylon?
Last time, 3 trips in here, a fumble and a pick was what they came away with.
Ajayi, great penetration from Ole Miss.
Play action, look for a tight end.
We'll go back to Ajayi. This time he runs straight ahead, but he stopped just now. Ajayi can't get to the outside, and Ole Miss stops him on lost yardage.
Yeah, and again, I want my running back going downhill right now when I'm, inside the 3-yard line. I think 2 of those opportunities.
Great special teams play by Walton. Boise State backed up on its own 1. They tried to get Ole Miss to jump into the neutral zone.
To hold the ball a little bit longer, and they're having all kind of problems blocking number 5.
And Hedrick's going to try it. Got a man out there, but picked up by Cody Pruitt. Pruitt running it back inside the 20.
This ball outside, over the outside shoulder of your receiver, away from safety help. You're talking about a safety that led the SEC with 6 interceptions last year. That's too easy for him. You've got to throw away from him.
Going into the end zone, the same end zone. Ironically enough, Boise State's just going to try to run it with quarterbacks. Wallace has far more experience than Hedrick. Hedrick pressed into service last year, but he did have a bit of a turnover problem. He's got a Nkemdiche problem at the moment, but gets away from it. Hedrick showing the feet.
Backers up on the inside. Nkemdiche's got to get to the outside here. We talked to coaches yesterday. He's got more gap responsibility. He's gotten better in his responsibility. Right there, he has to stay on the outside.
For the new SEC network, a steel cage match between Thielemann and Gus. It's all in good sport. I like for the coaches to show a little feistiness, a little personality. Hedrick firing it into the flat quickly to Williams-Rhodes, and he has to take a couple of big hits. Trey Staff, Ole Miss leading Boise State by 4 in a turnover fest. 6 turnovers in the first half. Hedrick over the middle.
He's 227 pounds, about 10 pounds heavier than he was a year ago.
Bad as it would have if Williams-Rhodes had dropped the ball, and he didn't. Hedrick firing to his tight end.
You have to put in a different quarterback, run the Wildcat.
Hedrick. Defense setting up 2nd and long for the Broncos. Hedrick firing it over the middle. Another terrific catch by Miller.
No hesitation throwing him the football in the middle.
He wants to be a rancher when football's over. With that size and those hands, football might not be over for a while for him. Miller's thrown it once tonight. Well, here twice. He throws it into traffic, and Pruitt almost had his 2nd.
Right. They're not throwing it out of bounds, so you see you don't have them fooled. Pruitt does not Pruitt, 25. Yeah, Pruitt does a great job sitting back there and playing the ball too. By the way,
well, Burrows was the intended target on one of the interceptions early that Hedrick threw too far to the middle of the field. It was all of the games on ESPN. As Devin Demas makes his first 5 in a playoff world as Hedrick fires to Miller. He's hit immediately across the 30.
I don't think it matters. I think they were on the outside looking in every single time in the BCS era.
Miller makes the grab and gets into Ole Miss.
Make sure that you're scheduling up to that so you can get that leniency at the end of the year.
Yeah, but my point to that is I would hope that teams would still schedule teams like Boise State, Fresno State, some of those teams.
You beat them now, you've beaten a legitimate program, and Ole Miss has its hands full trying to do so tonight as Boise State trying to put together a drive to try to take a threat. Ajayi breaks 1, 2, but not the 3rd tackle.
Lewis got the tackle, but Nkemdiche made the play. Penetration up front. Nkemdiche made him stop, hesitate, bounce back outside, and by that time, Lewis was
230 pounds.
Hedrick He's going to take a shot. Hedrick has a man out there. Did he have enough arm?
Summer camp, all three defensive backs. One of them, T. Shepard, a corner they expected to start.
Yeah, he was a junior college player they thought would bolster their second. Most of his passes have been caught. They haven't necessarily gained a whole lot of yardage. Boise State didn't need a lot of yards to move a game at the same time. This place is worth a trip by itself. We'll check it out here in downtown Atlanta as Grant Hedrick tries to throw. McCullough as a tight end. Got a little anxious on second down. It's now 2nd and 17. Hedrick with plenty of time. And he throws it. It's picked off by Tom. Sort of the same principle with Laquan Treadwell, just on the other side. I'll throw the screen to Ajayi. Ole Miss.
Even Hugh Freeze and what the staff and the energy they brought.
Hedrick to Ajayi in the flat. A good shoot
that we need to play at a high level.
On 3rd and 4, Hedrick's in a world of trouble.
They decide to bring pressure. Watch the middle of the field. You see Ole Miss, they bring 5 guys. Watch the tight end, number 88, Jake Rowe, come across. He's got to hit him. He's got to throw that football and see that it's man coverage, and he's got to beat on the
backs and golf swings, and tried to fix some of Bo's mechanics, things that were putting strains on his shoulder. And Bo said that was a huge
habits because of that. So he gets the shoulder fixed. He went out and worked with Tom House, and they say
bad start with a terrific second half. Now Hedrick trying to make something out of it for Boise State.
What's different to me?
I did that game, and I think the other thing that stands out as a difference, that offensive line.
Hedrick throwing it underneath, and Ajayi can't hold on to it. Could very well follow suit there. Hedrick on the roll, and he throws it away. It'll be 4th down.
A much better football team than they were a year ago when they finished with 5 losses. I don't see this as necessarily being a 5-loss team, particularly in their league.
Williams Rhodes needed to make sure